No exchange control. All these islands has no exchange control. So how much money you are bringing in or how much you are taking it out, no question asked. Very simple corporate law. I've seen some British Virgin Islands or some of the Jersey Islands corporate law or a company law is probably 10 page. What you can do and what you cannot do, what are the responsibilities of the directors and how you can liquidate your companies or close your companies, end of the story. So many people find it that operating in this kind of an island places is very simple. But again, I say privacy. One company can provide legal accounting and banking service to manage operations. Also, generally when people say, well, we have to go to this island, find out a lawyer, find out an accountant, find out the other consultants to do all these things. No. You don't have to go to all these places. You don't have to visit it. Even you don't have to look at it in the map that where this island is. There are a number of accountings and law firms all over the world having their offices in this place. And if you go and talk to them that I want to incorporate my company in Mauritius or Jersey Islands or British Virgin Islands, pay their fees. In 24 hours, they will send you an email nowadays. Mr. Ajmera, your company is open up. Let your client know. 2 days after, I'll get another email. Their account is open. This is their account. And you are ready to do the business through the company. So you don't have to visit those islands or anything. And that one accounting firms will provide even the local address as well. So you don't have to even rent an office. Having a virtual office, what we are talking about it. So that one accounting firm or law firm will do all your transactions with the island company. Yes.
Can you tell us which is the most popular tax haven right now?
Up till now it was Mauritius from India perspective, because when you do the, thank you very much sir, was Mauritius, because when you do the, use the island company or a particular island, you also want to see that what is the bilateral or double treaty, tax avoidance treaty with a particular country from where you are coming. And one of the detailed tax treaty India has it with Mauritius. And that's why the Mauritius was very popular. Just 2 weeks back, I had a conference with the Cyprus people or representative coming from Cyprus. Cyprus is becoming a more popular as well, and they are negotiating with the Indian government to have a more double taxation avoidance treaty with this one. So in a particular, what we have to look at it is, I cannot say that particular island is good for you and go there. It depends on the business what you are having in, whether it's a productions, just a trading, or it's a service, and then where you want to do the business from that island. So for example, you are in India, you want to have a presence in Cyprus, you are in a manufacturing, and you want to go to the Europe. In which European countries you want to go and do the business. So then we have to see whether the Cyprus has a good treaty with that European country, then we will suggest that you go to Cyprus. Otherwise we'll say like go to Jersey Island, because the Jersey Island has a good treaty with Germany.
But if, let's say, a high net worth individual wants to park funds in Cyprus, just for investment,
Then it's any island is fine when it's a zero tax. But again, as an HNI, if you are making an investment, then the lawyer is going to ask you questions, or we're going to ask you questions. You just want to park money here, that's fine. But it's not going to bring you any interest, because you know in the international market, the banking rates are lousy. So where you're going to make an investment, probably with that funding, you're going to make an investment into London stock market, say for example. Then we have to see that you park your money, you want to make an investment into London. Can we get a better benefit from some other island, or Cyprus is good? Yes.
What are the minimum fees for doing this?
That's a private question. Come and see my office, and then we'll talk about it, sir. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, feasible for the SMEs like the company which I met last Saturday in Mumbai. they were doing the business of about 40-50 crore rupees, and they have a presence in 5 or 6 countries, doing the contracting engineering work in Africa. And now they are having a hard time bringing the money back to India because they know that if we bring all this money back, you will be heavily taxed. So that's where they call me that, Mr. Ajmera, what we can do.
So if they are exporting something, but then there is a specific period as specified in the RBI website, that obviously they have to bring that money back.
No, they are not exporting. They are having their own operation in 8 countries. They have basically established or incorporated, they agreed that if you are exporting something, you have to bring the money back. But they are having their own company there, incorporated company there, and they are separate companies. And basically the Indian companies is right now just doing the billing with them. And that company in Africa or in Indonesia, Malaysia are making profit. The profit is generating. Now what to do with that profit? If they bring that profit to India, it's going to be obviously subject to the Indian tax.
So just to continue with this question,
Yeah.
sir, is it really viable for SME to open a offshore company?
If it is a very small size, may not be.
And secondly, as you give an example of a small company in Mehsana located, we are contacted and giving some facilities and everything. So do these countries really encourage SME?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Even for a small investment of $1 to $10 million or something?
Definitely, definitely. Because see, if you look at the statistically, forget about the international one, look at the Indian government websites of the SMEs, the Ministry of SMEs, or now they call it a micro, small and medium size enterprise. The big number and big hoo-ha is created by the big multinational companies. But their demands are different. Because if you are going to work for a multinational companies like Tata, Birla, Ambani's, in India, I'm talking about in India, their requirements of hiring people and everything is very stringent. And they are hiring only probably 10% of the workforce of India. The rest, 90% of the workforce is hired by the SMEs. And that's where if you look at it, the Indian government websites, the small scale industries and cottage industries and all these ministries has been wiped out and become one major industry. One major ministry to help the SMEs to develop within India and even make an investment abroad. So, no, but in abroad as well, like say for example, if you come and says, I want to make an investment of $5 million in Canada or in America or in European countries, definitely they would be very interested in talking to you and what exactly you want to do with that one. 5 million is good amount of money. Probably not 50 million or 5,000 millions, but 5 millions I would say as an SME, they would love to hear from you.
Do they give tax holidays or tax holidays? They might give all these things to multinational big companies. Tax holidays, free lines, and
If you come within the purviews of that one, certainly they will look into that one with the tax holidays and benefits what you can have it. As I said that what is your plan and what you can show that with a particular country, what are you going to do? How much job you're going to create? I can give you an example of one gentleman from Ahmedabad. He was having a textile unit. And textile units, he can do it anywhere. He had a machineries. And he moved into the eastern part of Canada. The whole machineries and everything, and the government gave him anything. The whole project was worth only 3 millions. But it was giving a job to almost 40 people. So if you are basically, the bottom line is, what I have seen in my experience is that if you can show that it is good for your economy and I'm going to create a job in your town, village or a city, definitely they would be interested in listening from you and they will be more than happy to talk to you that what we can help you with. Why we have probably 10 years back, if you look at it in Ahmedabad, we didn't have any trade commissioner's office of any foreign country. Now if you go to the Marriott's or some of the big business centers, Canada, United States, UK, they all have a presence here. Full-time offices. And what they are doing is basically telling you that come to our country and make an investment. Started with my presentation, going back to the same thing. Before 2005, they could not have come and talked to you that come and make an investment because it wasn't allowed.